one of the greatest advancements in manual transmissions has to be the use of the hydraulic throwout bearing. The unfortunate side is that when a hydraulic system is properly bled, you're essentially stuck with the engagement point that was set by the engineers. For most people, that's not a big deal, but if you're above average in height, or you're just a little particular on where your clutch engages, then Hayes has the answer for you. We developed the Hayes clutch pedal height adjustment valve for use in most any hydraulic clutch system. Our valve allows you to adjust the pedal height as well as the overall travel of your hydraulic system, putting the pedal in a position that's more comfortable for you. Follow along while I'll take you step by step through the complete install process on our 2016 Camaro. Our kit includes the hydraulic feed lines and necessary adapters to replace the factory feed line and install the pedal height adjuster on a system with a factory internal slave cylinder. To get started, first lay out all the contents of your kit and take inventory of the included parts. The first step is to install the included T-fitting into the adjuster housing. Be sure to wrap the threads of the T-fitting with some PTFE tape. Never use any liquid sealant or Loctite. The next step will require a set of ramps, jack stands, or even a lift to get good access. At the factory slave cylinder, remove the quick connect clip from the slave fitting and disconnect the feed line. You can place a cap or wrap the end of the fitting with some tape. That way it prevents the fluid from leaking out. To help me install the new hydraulic line, I'm going to go ahead and tie a piece of string line to the factory line before I remove it. Depending on your application, you may have to disassemble a portion of the console or dash to access this area. From inside the vehicle, remove the factory feed line by pulling it back up through the floor and into the cabin. I like to wrap a piece of electrical tape over the fitting to help prevent any debris from getting into the system. Now feed the included 36-inch line down through the hole that you just removed the factory line from. Once the line has been fed through the hole and is positioned near the passenger side of the transmission, install one of the adapter fittings that's included in the kit to the end of the 36-inch line and tighten. Applying a drop of recommended brake fluid to the O-ring will not only make the process easier, it can also help prevent damage to the O-ring as well. Then press the fitting into the slave port and reinsert the clip. At the master cylinder, remove the factory feed line from the fitting that comes off from the master cylinder by simply removing the clip and pulling the line to remove it. Be sure to have some rags handy to collect any fluid that might spill. Use the same procedure that we did earlier to install the supplied adapter to the included 12-inch line and then reconnect it to the master cylinder. Connect the loose end of the 36-inch feed line to one side of the T-fitting that we installed on the adjuster valve earlier. Then connect the open end of the 12-inch line to the opposite side of the T-fitting. Now find a suitable location to mount the valve under the dash. The mounting bracket is already attached to the valve. This allows you to screw it or bolt it to a sturdy support, or you can simply zip tie it. The factory line has a grommet that's molded into it to help seal up the hole at the transmission tunnel. After the valve and lines are secured, I'll go back and wrap the line with some butyl tape to help seal the factory hole. Before you bleed the hydraulic system though, first loosen the lock nut found on the adjuster screw and turn the adjustment screw clockwise until it's all the way in, then retighten the lockdown nut. Bleed your system according to the manufacturer's recommendations. I found my instructions online. After you've completed the bleeding process, test and make note of the clutch pedal engagement position. To adjust the pedal height and engagement point, simply loosen the lock nut and back the adjuster screw out a couple of turns. Retighten the lock nut, then test the pedal release point again. A tape measure can help you determine the desired engagement point, or you can simply do it by feel. Continue this operation until the desired release position is obtained. Before you attempt to drive the vehicle though, make sure that you're still getting complete release of the clutch system. And that's all there is to installing the Hayes clutch pedal height adjustment valve. For more information or to see our full lineup of clutches and clutch accessories, visit our website at hayesclutches.com.